Wow. It sucked. That really did. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Texans AFC wild card game recap as the Browns went out there and honestly, it didn't even look like they were ready to play. Absolute just eating at the hands of the Texans tonight. As the Texans, led by CJ Stroud, really took it to the Browns tonight by a final score of 45-14. And what's crazy is at one point the Browns were only down 24-14. And then two pick sixes thrown by Joe Flacco pretty much put the game out of reach. Yeah. Joe Flacco turned into a pumpkin right before our eyes, ladies and gents. And for the team in general, the clock struck midnight. Those injuries that we've been suffering all season long finally caught up to us. You know, we've been skating by thanks to many different factors, mainly luck for the most part, right? Thanks mostly to a damn good kicker, right? Dustin Hopkins has saved our asses so many times this year. Of course, that was actually the scene of the crime where he got hurt. Yeah, sucks we didn't see him for the rest of the year after that, but man, dude, it's crazy, right? Joe Flacco tonight went 34 of 46, another 300-yard passing game, threw a touchdown, threw two touchdowns to the other team, two picks, got sacked four times. And yeah, just not a great game from him. Like I said, he turned into a pumpkin right before our eyes. On the ground, 20 carries, 56 yards, and one touchdown. And Kareem Hunt had 8 for 26 with that touchdown. And then Jerome Ford, 9 carries, 17 yards. And then Joe Flacco had 3 for 13. Through the air, David Njoku had another really good game. 7 receptions, 93 yards. Harrison Bryant, 4 for 65. Amari Cooper playing with that heel injury. Definitely did not look 100% tonight. Looked a little slower than usual. You could tell he was hurt. 4 for 59. David Bell had arguably his most active game as a pro. No, actually, not even arguably. He did have his most active game as a pro. 8 receptions for 54 yards. All of a sudden, he turned into a key piece on the offense due to Amari Cooper being hurt. Honestly, I like David Bell. I mean, we drafted him to fill the Jarvis Landry role. And this year, pretty good when he was called upon. Yeah, especially later in the season, of course. Jerome Ford, 4 receptions, 15 yards. Elijah Moore finishes his first season as a Brown with 2 receptions and 12 yards. Kareem Hunt, 5 receptions, 9 yards, and a touchdown. Marquise Goodwin did have 1 target, but no yards. Not a great season for Marquise. I mean, he did have quite a few targets, but just really couldn't get the ball in those hands of his, right? And it's unfortunate that he couldn't reach the end zone. Very tumultuous season. Had some injuries, concussions and stuff, blood clots to start the season. Yeah. Hopefully he'll have a full off season where he's just working out, getting better, and we'll see where he ends up. I don't think we signed him to a multi-year deal. I'm pretty sure it was just a 1 year thing for him. But he was supposed to come in as the burner, and I mean that's pretty much what he was. Yeah. I mean, didn't see him too much though. Defensively, no sacks. Yeah. Pass rush vanished right before our eyes. They schemed really well to combat that. They essentially took Miles and Zadarius out of the game. And we did get some hits though, but nothing really crazy. We had one QB hit from Zadarius, and that was it. Yeah. And then on the flip side, CJ Stroud did what CJ Stroud always does, and that is 16 of 21 for 274 yards and 3 touchdowns. And yeah, Nico Collins did what we pretty much expected him to do. You know, if our defense wasn't up to the task, he was going to cook them, and that's exactly what he did. 6 receptions, 96 yards, and a touchdown. Brevin Jordan had 1 reception, 76 yards, touchdown. And Dalton Schultz even got a touchdown too. 1 reception, 37 yards, and a touchdown. John Mechie, 3 receptions, 44 yards. Yeah, they were absolutely torching our defense. They made Greg Newsome look stupid. I mean, if you looked real close, I bet you could see burn marks on Greg Newsome's jersey. That dude was getting deep fried. He wasn't just getting cooked, he was getting deep fried. My God. I mean, did they even target Denzel Ward? I mean, why? Why target Denzel when you can just bully Greg Newsome all game? Definitely the worst game he's had. And I'll tell you what, we definitely missed Grant Delpit, who was activated, but he didn't play. Yeah. He was activated for this week, but he was inactive. Like they took him off IR, but he was still inactive. They still ruled him out. So he'll be ready to go next year. And thank God we extended him. Oh my God, could you imagine if we didn't? Oh God. Thank God we extended him. Of course, we extended him the day he got hurt. Go figure. Yeah. But hey, he'll be back next year, healthy and ready to go. Juan Thornhill, bro. Mm, wow. Really even heard his name this year. Mainly because he was hurt. But when he was out there, he didn't really do much. Yeah. Need to see more from him next year for sure. But yeah, got to give congrats and GGs to the Texans. They got a damn good team over there now. People got on Lovey Smith for ruining the tank, but in reality, he didn't ruin anything. You know, yeah, I mean, he sold the tank by winning that last game, but look what it got him. They got freaking CJ Stroud, and what I saw tonight was Ohio State CJ Stroud. His receivers were always open. He's so used to that. He doesn't get overexcited when he sees a receiver wide open because he saw that all the time at Ohio State. I mean, he's used to that stuff. And then defensively for the Texans, 4 sacks from 4 different people. Derek Barnett, yeah, he had a sack. Will Anderson, Kurt Heinisch, and Christian Harris all had sacks. And then they had 2 pick-sixes from Steven Nelson and Christian Harris. Yep. I think I'm back-to-back plays too. Yeah. Fairbairn didn't really need to do much. Yeah. Only 1 field goal and then 6 extra points. And then 4 punts for Cameron Johnston. All I'm gonna say is get healthy and let's hope that Andrew Berry goes out and maybe adds some better players to this team a little bit, maybe some more depth like he always does every year. I would like to see us go after a legit number 2 receiver. You know, I'd like to see us get one of those, but have to wait and see. I know there's some really good ones out there, but we'll see what they do. Now, to wrap up this video, let's get into my post-game observations. Number 1, CJ Stroud is not Case Keenum. Painfully obvious. Yeah, we learned that lesson today. Yep, because the last time we faced the Texans, we faced Case Keenum and we tore him apart. And yeah, it's pretty clear. He's not Case Keenum. No, not at all. No, he is that dude. He's a dog. And honestly, I hope the Texans go on a run because CJ Stroud's my guy. Yeah, for real. Number 2, yeah, Flacco's magic ran out. He turned into a pumpkin right before our eyes. The clock struck midnight, and our luck just dried up. Yep. Yep. We just didn't catch any breaks, and it really hurt us. Literally. Yeah. I guess the good thing is we got out of the game primarily healthy. I know Batonio did get banged up, but he came in. He came back in. But yeah, pretty much we got out of this game relatively healthy, and Hopefully, next year by what was it, freaking May, June, when they're getting into like OTAs and stuff, we'll have this guy doing stuff again. Nick Chubb. Can't wait to have him back. I don't know when he'll be back though. Honestly, the earliest I could see him back is probably like right maybe after training camp ends. Maybe he even gets ready to go for training camp. I don't know. Because he had his ACL surgery a little later than his MCL surgery. Yeah, his knee was messed up so bad he had to have ACL and MCL surgery. Wow. Freaking crazy, man. And then, of course, Deshaun will be back. Conklin, Wills. God, Conklin's been out literally since week one. That's freaking crazy. Juan Jones will be back. And I know we're going to have some new faces from free agency and the draft coming in. We'll see about, what we do about our number 2 pass rusher. Do we keep Za'Darius around? Or do we go looking for another number 2 to go with Miles? I did like what Za'Darius did this year. He might have been the best number 2 pass rusher we've had since Olivier Vernon. Yeah. So we'll see what they do there. And of course the draft and everything. So it's officially the off season, which means I'm gonna be doing some off season content. Rumor videos, article reviews. The whole thing. And then once the NFL season ends, I'll do like a little live stream for the Browns talking about what I think they could do in the off season. But that's really all I got for that there. Yeah, but Flacco's magic definitely ran out. And then, of course, number 3, see you next year. Like I said, just get healthy and add some new faces, make this team better, and come in next year with mentality of unfinished business and actually stay healthy for once. My God, for real, man. Ay, ay, ay. Now, my game MVP, I'm going to actually give it to 2 people, David Bell and David Njoku. Yeah. Good end of the season for David Bell and David Njoku. Yeah, he was definitely Joe Flacco's favorite target other than Amari. Yeah. David Njoku had one hell of a season, and I can't wait to see what he does next year to back that up. So it's really all I got for you, and I can already tell, haters and rivals are going to be out here yelling and screaming and trolling us. The only ones that have a reason to, of course, Ravens and Steelers, that's valid. They're still in the playoffs. We got bounced. But Bungles fans, I don't want to hear it from you guys. You were relegated to the couch before the regular season even ended. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from you losers. We kicked your ass week 1. Let's just be real there. Oh, but what about the last week of the season? Yeah, against backups. I don't want to hear it. Get out of here. So, yeah, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up and I will see you all later. So, as always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, so you know when I go live and when I post videos, as the off season's already here. God, they do not lie when they say the season flies by. And here we are. So, I'll see you guys later. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Browns. GG's to all the Texans and their fans. Stephen Rose, loyal to Houston. Any other Texans fans that might pop in. you know, feel free to troll the hell out of me in the comments because you guys earned it. you know. But oh well. See you guys later. Go Browns. I'm out. Bye bye. Off season begins. We'll see what changes are made. Bye. Does Jim Shorts leave? I hope so. I don't think he will, but we'll see. Yeah. Bye guys.